Hello, I will be talking about the gender exclusivity in online games and its surrounding community and culture, with a specific focus on MOBAs. A lot of research has focused on this gender exclusivity in online gaming, including the work done by Jenny Sundin and Malin Svenningsson in Gender and Sexuality in Online Computer Games and Cultures, Passion Play. However, most have focused on the world of MMOs, specifically and most commonly World of Warcraft, where they focus a lot on what it is like for a girl in a guild and everyone is on the same side and happy. Although this discussion has been had, a lot of research and insight has been done on this topic of girls in the online gaming world. A huge part of online gaming, the competitive or agonistic side, has been left out. What people have seemed to forget to talk about is what happens when the players are facing each other, and what happens when the players are competing against each other and one or more is a girl. This is why I will be focusing on MOBAs, because this genre brings elements of play between opposing teams and playing on the same team, which is different than the all on the same side theme in Sundin and Svenningsson's book, where they focus on being in a guild with boys rather than fighting against them and possibly beating them or losing to them. As a female gamer, I think I play the same as anyone else at a similar skill level, so I will start off by making the claim that being a girl does not affect my actual gameplay at all. There have actually been studies to show that women have better small motor skills, presumably due to growing up with toys with very tiny parts that we move and pick up, moving the little hands on a Barbie or carefully dressing a doll. These fine motor skills then would translate well to a keyboard, being precise and quick on the keys and mouse. So at the very least, the physical ability to play should be even between boys and girls. The question is then, why is online gaming so gender exclusive? In Sexuality in Game Cultures, Sundin et al. Talks about the positioning of girls in the online community. That girls are expected to do or be some particular thing when playing. They are positioned against the boys. In the MOBA world, there is the idea that girls are supposed to support, either picking a support player or a healer. God forbid they pick a hard hitter or a carry. The game itself even sets this up. There is a common idea that girl players often pick girl characters. As one of those people in question, I can attest that yeah, I do tend to pick female characters more often because I identify with them as a woman. It is only natural. But as I more often play female characters, I do not get taken seriously as a gamer because it appears like I only play the game for the girl characters and I never branch out, when a male player can only play male characters and no one even notices. Now, assuming that I would only play female characters, in a perfect world that would probably be fine, except there aren't very many. The gender ratio in DotA2 Hero Select is completely imbalanced. Only 16 out of the total 111 heroes are girls. This gives a female gamer very little options. She could just pick any character, but especially for new players who don't know all the heroes and their abilities, playstyle, etc., it can make the decision-making process harder, and add in the hero select timer restraint, they are forced to basically go on looks alone. This is where the female player would identify with the female heroes and thus feel more comfortable choosing one of them over the 96 others. Now, a female player who most often plays as girl characters lacks the versatility that any male player has. In Dota, a player can review the heroes and they can be sorted by their attribute. Kinds of abilities they have, like disables, nukes, crowd controls, and other stuff, as well as the binary of support and carry. The primary attributes, strength, agility, and intelligence, determine the strength of the hero, and in theory there should be all different kinds of heroes classified in these three attributes. But when it comes to gender, that is not the case, and the girls are not sorted equally. In agility there is 8, in intelligence there is 6, in strength there is only 1. Apparently girls can't be strong, but you go, Legion Commander. 7 of the 16 girl heroes are tagged as support, which is technically half, but compared to the mammoth amount of male heroes there are to compare to, that means that a large portion of the support heroes are in fact girls. And some of these female support characters could probably carry instead, sometimes more effectively than they could support, like Barana, Lina, Vengeful Spear, and Enchantress. It seems like they are more quickly assumed to be sorted into the support category because they are girl characters. When it comes to the effectiveness of the female heroes, they seem to be counted out. As of the newest patch, the tier list is not friendly to the female heroes. The tier list by win rate is as follows. Over 56% win rate, there is no girls in this tier. From 53 to 56, there's only 1. From 50 to 53%, there are 5. 47 to 50%, there are 4. 44 to 47%, there are 4. And less than 44%, there is 1. And that is out of 10. As you can see, the tier list, when it comes to the girls, is very bottom heavy. One of the things that I have run into as a girl playing Dota is how the boys react. Most of the time, I try to not make it apparent that I am female, because once they know, it could go one of two ways. The first is favorable. It has happened to me once. I most often tend to not use the in-game microphone when playing because I am either ousted as a girl or I am flamed for being 12, but occasionally it is necessary because typing while you are trying to play can become difficult and tedious. As I gave some information to my teammates via voice chat, one of them responded with surprise that I was a girl, as he does not come across many in that game, and we all moved on. I wish I could say this happens more than the alternative, but alas, we all wish we could have it easy. The second scenario of using the voice command in the game is everyone loses their minds. I either get some crude variation of getting hit on, like asking for a bra size, or the very common but always a little hurtful, "You're probably just fat and ugly." Yes, those exact words have been written to me during a game. I once had someone ask what my dress size was, and I wasn't sure which category of responses to file that went into. This is clear harassment, and I guess the easiest way for the boys to react. In Sundin's book, she discusses something called positive discrimination, whereas the girl gamer gets a kind of special treatment. She explains this by using the example of her guild members in Warcraft. They were eager to help her out and give her free boosts and items simply because she was female. This kind of hand-holding is problematic because, for one, it is only because of something about us that is out of our control, and the other guys in the guild do not get this help. But it also sucks because we don't learn and achieve on our own, and you could say it then results in us not being as good of a player, or maybe our learning curve becomes much steeper once the outside helping stops. Referring back to the book, Gender and Sexuality in Online Game Cultures, and the idea of positioning, Sundin comments that the boys in her guild claim that having a girl makes the atmosphere lighter, attributing this effect to girls just being nicer than guys. This happens to me a lot. Once I've revealed that I am a girl, no one gets too mad at me. In this game, I support his vengeful spirit, and I died a whole lot, but I'm not ridiculed or yelled at, and I think that is because they knew I was a girl. As you can see, I am moving towards the mountain to ward for some vision, when Juggernaut ambushes me and kills me easily. I was just trying to ward.
I know. That's so unfortunate. Fuck it,
Instead of my teammate getting mad with me, he remains calm and civil. I have played better games than this, and have had terrible treatment because my teammates did not know I was a girl. There is also the idea that girls are not there to win and kill stuff like boys are, but they are for the community and to just have fun. In Justine Castle and Henry Jenkins' book From Barbie to Mortal Kombat, Sherry Tuckle is quoted by saying, "The web and the internet are about community, collaboration, who can from consensus. Those are the skills you need. And these are the skills that women bring to the table," to which Cassell responds with a big fat yawn. Female gamers are not there to make playing easier for the boys at all. We are playing for the same reasons the boys are, the exact same reasons.
Fancy beating you here. The vengeance.